So by now, I'm sure most of you Kingkiller Chronicle fans have heard of the upcoming multimedia adaptations for Rothfuss's series, his duology. I'm not going to call it a trilogy
because we still don't have the third book, Patrick James Rothfuss.
Anyway, these adaptations include a TV series, a series of movies, as well as a video game, and I'm going to be talking about all of these in this video. It's going to be kind of like a discussion. I'll be giving you the information as well as my thoughts and opinions, and of course, let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about these upcoming adaptations, because I know I am feeling quite mixed. Now, if you're new to my channel, I make book-related content, including Kingkiller Chronicle theory and lore videos, so if that's something you want to see more of, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to the winner of the Tele's Iron Wheel necklace that I gave away in my last video. Congratulations to Luke Gillings, who also has a YouTube channel called Original Human. He is the winner for this giveaway. I will be doing more giveaways in the future. Moving on, let's talk about the upcoming Lionsgate movie adaptations. Now, Sam Raimi will be directing these, and he's directed things like The Evil Dead, the original Spider-Man trilogy, and Oz the Great and Powerful. John Rogers is showrunner, and Lindsay Beer is writing the screenplay, which I find kind of odd because she hasn't really done a whole lot, so I'm kind of worried about that. I'm hoping that Rothfuss is going to have a lot of input on the screenplay. Now, these movies are going to follow the storyline of the books, the storyline we love, following Kvothe the innkeeper as he tells his past to the chronicler. I'm not going to go into the storyline because I've talked about it in so many of my videos, and I'm sure most of you watching this probably know what the books are about. If you don't, I will leave a synopsis in the description down below. I mean, I guess I would recommend reading them. I wouldn't say I'm a fan or anything. Also, if it's your first time buying the book, I would recommend picking up the 10th anniversary edition, which has a lot of beautiful artwork in it and just extra little things. Now, Lionsgate also has a network partnership with Showtime, and they're going to be developing the TV show. Now, Showtime usually has a pretty high budget, so that's good news. Of course, I'm setting high expectations, but I'm hoping this is going to be up there with Game of Thrones as far as quality and production value. The show does not follow the storyline of the books, but is instead set a generation before the events of The Name of the Wind, and it follows a group of traveling performers, aka members of the One Family, the Ademaru, as they go on adventures throughout the world of Temerant. Now, the creative producer and the musical mastermind behind both the movies and the TV show is going to be Lin Manuel Miranda. Miranda is of course known for winning multiple Tony Awards for his musicals Hamilton as well as In the Heights, and he co-wrote the music for Disney's Moana. This is the single best news about these adaptations so far, because this pretty much guarantees the music is going to be fantastic, and I'm probably going to be listening to the film score as I reread the books and hopefully read Doors of Stone. The Kingkiller Chronicle focuses so much on music. That's a huge theme in the book, and Rothfuss is brilliant at writing music. I think Miranda is the perfect person to lift the music off the pages and bring it to the screen. Oh, and it's also been mentioned that Miranda has the option of being involved in a possible stage adaptation, like a musical, which would be so cool. Now, Rothfuss has also mentioned that he wouldn't mind Miranda playing the part of Kvothe's father, Arladin, which pretty much confirms that Kvothe's parents, Arladin and Lorien, are going to be the protagonists, the traveling Ademaru of the TV show. This probably means that it's going to follow Arladin as he researches the Chandrian for his song. Maybe like the final season is going to have young Kvothe as he trains with Abinthy, building up to when his parents are brutally slaughtered, therefore ending the show. Now, going back to the movie adaptation, let's talk about that a little bit. I personally think they're not going to be able to show Kvothe's life in a frame of a movie. There's just not enough time. Let me know what you think, but I would have rather had the storyline of the books be the TV show, because then you could have, like, Kvothe narrating each episode. Also, we would have seen much more of Tarbean and his time at the university. My main worry for these movie adaptations is that they're going to lose a lot in translation. I mean, there's so many details in the books. There's so many bits of lore and songs that are so important to the main story. They're also probably going to cut out a lot of his childhood segments. They might even cut out, like, Abinthy or, like, most of Tarbean. I hope they don't. Rothfuss has said that he wants to prevent narrative compression. He said that he wanted to put in this contract that they can't combine two of his female characters, because this is something we see happen in a lot of adaptations, and To be honest, the Name of the Wind doesn't have that many female characters to begin with. They better not combine Denna with Devi or Devi with Ari. They better not mess with Ari. Now, moving back to the TV show, this is essentially going to be an origin story, and Rothfuss has already said that the Kingkiller Chronicle itself is a prequel, so this is kind of like a prequel of a prequel, okay? And with this following a pair of Ademaru, I'm so excited to see and listen to them perform songs like Tinker Tanner, and I think Miranda is definitely going to bring these to life. Now, I think the main purpose for the show is to bring the world of Temerant to the mainstream by expanding the world building. I loved Arladin and Lorien's relationship in the books, and I can't wait to see this expanded upon. And it would be nice if they gave fans a little bit of extra information, maybe confirmation that Lorien is from the Lackless bloodline, or maybe something about the Chandrian and the Emir. I also want to bring this up yet again, but Doors of Stone, the unreleased third book, when is this book coming out? It could be that Pat is going to use the show to prolong the release of the third book even further. I mean, if the show is going to have multiple seasons, then it will buy him a lot of time. But I would like to think that maybe he'll publish the book shortly before or during the marketing of the movies and the TV show, because this would generate a ton of hype, and it would make the long-term fans invested again. It's wishful thinking, but you never know. Let's talk about the upcoming video game. Now, there's no news on what this could be, but I'll tell you what I want to see. Now, I'm a pretty big gamer myself, and I would say one of the biggest and most successful book series to video game adaptations out there is the Witcher series by Andrzej Sapkowski. And I would love for the Kingkiller Chronicle to get the same treatment as The Witcher 3: A Wild Hunt. A lush, detailed, open world where you can explore the four corners of civilization. Something like this, or like the Elder Scrolls, would be amazing. Honestly, I'd even love to see a turn-based role-playing game like Final Fantasy, or even more of an old school like Baldur's Gate or Pillars of Eternity. I definitely want a game that's very heavily story-driven. I can't really see the magic system translating too well. And if the story doesn't end up following the books, then maybe they could have something where the player starts off at the university, which would act as sort of a tutorial zone, and then maybe the story will pick up with the player getting involved with some Emir conspiracy and having to hunt down the Chandrian. Now, Rothfuss is a gamer himself. He likes The Witcher, he likes Fallout. He's a pretty big fan of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which is a game I grew up with, and it's still one of my favorites. So maybe him being a gamer will mean there's some hope for this adaptation, but I'm not too sure if that's in his control. To be completely honest, this isn't something I'm expecting. I would expect something more like a Telltale game, and after playing lots of those, they all kind of feel the same after a while. Anyway, let me know which adaptations you most want to see. Let me know the things you're excited for, the things you're worried about. Maybe you've thought of some fan casting. I can't think of anybody who would suit Kvothe. I think they're probably gonna have to find a new actor for that. Simon has to be just perfect. Same with Ari, same with Eladin, same with Bast. I probably have high standards. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I better go because it's late at night and I feel exhausted, but I should have another video up pretty soon. Kvothe. I still have trouble pronouncing his name.